Good morning, students. Students, in our previous lecture, we discussed with you the general characteristics of a group number 15 members. Now today we start with the chemical characteristics or the chemical properties of group number 15 members. In group number 15, students always remember nitrogen is the least reactive member. Why? Because it has a high bond energy and non-availability of a vacant d orbital. So always remember, in the group number 15, nitrogen is a least reactive. In the group number 15, the nitrogen is the least reactive member. Nitrogen is a least reactive member because of its high bond energy and non-availability of vacant d orbital. Because of its high bond energy, because of its high bond energy and non-availability of vacant d orbital and non-availability of vacant d orbital. Vacant d orbital over here. So am I clear, student? So the first question is, why nitrogen is least reactive in the group number 15? Reason is high bond energy and non-availability of a vacant d orbital. Now, in the chemical properties, first will be the formation of hydrides. We will discuss the hydrides formation of group number 15. Member of group number 15, they form the hydride of the type AH3 or MH3. Am I clear? What type of a hydride do they form? They form the hydrides of the type MHA3. What were the various members of group number 15? This was nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony and bismuth. Regarding the hydrides, the various hydrides of group number 15 are, this will be NH3, then phosphine, then we have arsine, and then stubinine, and then we have bismuthine. The various hydrides of group number 15 are NH3, PH3, ASH3, SBH3 and BiH3. Now, we will discuss the various characteristics of hydrides of group number 15. First characteristic over here will be the bond angle. First characteristic in this case will be bond angle. Now, always remember, if we have to compare the bond angle in the members of a same group, so within the same group, bond angle will be directly proportional to electronegativity. So within same group, the concept will be, if you have to find out the bond angle will be directly proportional to electronegativity of central atom. Bond angle will be directly proportional to electronegativity of the central atom. So, if I consider the various hydrides, these are ammonia, and then phosphine, then arsine, then we have stubinine, and then we have bismuthine. As far as the bond angle is concerned, electronegativity down the group goes on decreasing. So bond angle of the hydrides goes on decreasing. So bond angle of ammonia will be more than phosphine, more than arsine, more than stubinine and more than bismuthine. So as the electronegativity of the atom down the group goes on decreasing, the bond angle will go on decreasing. And if I compare the bond angle, ammonia will be having a 107 degree bond angle. Phosphine will be 94 degree. Arsine will be 92 degree. Stubinine will be 91 degree. And then over here, bismuthine will be 90 degree bond angle. And what type of a hybridization will be present in the molecule? This will be having a pyramidal type of a shape with a distorted geometry over here. Fine. So all hydrides have pyramidal shape. Hybridization will be sp3. All hydrides have pyramidal shape. All the hydrides of this group will have a shape, and this will be a pyramidal shape. Within the same group, the bond angle will be directly proportional to the electronegativity of the central atom, and the all hydrides have a pyramidal shape, and the bond angle goes on decreasing. Second characteristics over here will be the basic strength. Next over here will be the basic strength. Now, as far as the basic strength is concerned, all the hydrides of a group number 15, they act as a Lewis base. Why do they act as a Lewis base? Because they have a tendency to donate the lone pair of electrons. Now, more is the ease with which they can donate the lone pair of electron, more will be the basic strength of the hydrides. So, always remember, hydrides, they act as a Lewis base. Hydrides of group 15 act as Lewis base. They act as a Lewis base. We have studied this in the class 11. What are Lewis base? Those compounds which can donate a pair of electrons. So, always remember, ammonia will be more basic as compared to phosphine, which will be more basic as compared to arsine, which will be more basic as compared to stibinine, which will be more basic as compared to bismuthine. The question arises, why ammonia is more basic? Just see over here. Here, the size of nitrogen atom is small. So, electron will be concentrated within the small region, which can they easily donate. While in phosphorus, the size is large, so electrons are distributed at the larger region. So, donation of electron will be difficult. Fine. So, if I say why ammonia is a strongest base in the hydrides of group number 15, my answer will be due to small atomic size and high electron density. So, ammonia is the strongest base. It is due to small atomic size. It will be due to small atomic size and high density. Due to small atomic size and high density. Due to small atomic size and high density. So, ammonia will be the strongest base. Size of nitrogen is small, so electron density on the small size nitrogen will be high, so they can easily donate the lone pair of electrons, so they will be more basic in nature. So, I hope the two characteristic properties of the hydride must be very clear. First is the bond angle, second was the basic strength. Now, the third will be thermal stability. Now, as far as the thermal stability is concerned, I must say thermal stability. Ammonia will be the most thermally stable in nature. Why? Because as the size increases, element hydrogen bond becomes weaker, so its breaking is easily, so thermal stability goes on decreasing. So, third factor is thermal stability. Next is thermal stability of the members of our group number 15. As far as the thermal stability is concerned over here, ammonia is thermally most stable. The stability order will be ammonia will be more stable as far as the stability order is concerned as compared to phosphine, which again will be more stable as compared to arsine, which will be more stable as compared to stibinine, which will be more stable as compared to bismuthine group over here. So, regarding the thermal stability, this will be more stable as compared to this. The question arises why? Because size of bismuth is large. So bismuth hydrogen bond can be cleaved easily. So larger the size of a MH bond, more is the ease with which the bond can be cleaved, and less will be the thermal stability. Fine. So over here, in this case, nitrogen hydrogen bond is stronger. Nitrogen hydrogen bond is stronger, so its cleavage is difficult. So its breaking will be difficult. So its cleavage or breaking is difficult. So its cleavage or breaking is difficult. Its cleavage or breaking is difficult. Am I clear, student, over here? So this is difficult. So that is why ammonia will be more thermally stable as compared to phosphine, arsine, stibnine or bismuthine. Next is boiling point of the hydrides. Next over here is the boiling point of hydrides. Boiling point of hydrides. Students, remember, if we consider the boiling points of hydride, in this case, phosphine will be having a lower boiling point as compared to arsine, as compared to ammonia, as compared to stibnine. So you must have seen over here that the boiling point goes on increasing, but exception is those of ammonia. Why ammonia have a higher boiling point? So due to intermolecular hydrogen bonding. So it is due to intermolecular hydrogen bonding. So in this case, it will be due to intermolecular hydrogen bonding. I think the concept should be very clear. The question will be asked, the boiling point goes on increasing down the group for the hydrides of group number 15. But then why ammonia have a higher boiling point than phosphine, arsine and stibnine? Reason is because in ammonia we have a strong intermolecular hydrogen bond. A strong intermolecular hydrogen bond will be present. Am I clear? Next over here will be the reducing character of hydrides. So next is reducing character. Next will be the reducing character of hydrides. Reducing character of hydrides. Now, this will depend upon the stability. More is the ease which the hydrogen can be cleaved from the element. More is the ease of oxidation, because loss of hydrogen is oxidation. Stronger will be the reducing character over here. So, increasing order of reducing character will be NH3 will be less as compared to phosphine, which will be lesser as compared to arsine, which will be lesser as compared to stibnine, which will be again lesser as compared to bismuthine, which again will be lesser as compared to bismuthine. Why is this? Because bismuth hydrogen bond is a weaker bond over here. So this is a weaker bond. So when this is a weaker bond, so loss of hydrogen can occur easily. And when the hydrogen can be lost easily, oxidation occur easily, more is the ease with which oxidation takes place. Stronger will be the reducing character. So more is the ease with which hydrogen is lost, stronger will be the reducing character. So this was the first characteristic property of group number 15, and these are hydrides. Hydrides are of what kind? MH3. Bond angle, it is directly proportional to the electronegativity of the central atom. So ammonia will be more than phosphine, more than arsine, stibnine and bismuthine. Basic strength, hydrides of group 15 act as a Lewis base and make the strongest base over here ammonia. Thermal stability, it goes on decreasing on moving down the group. In fact, this is least stable in nature. Bismuthine is least stable in nature. When bismuthine is least stable, so bismuth hydrogen bond can be broken easily, and when the bismuth hydrogen bond can be broken easily, it will act as a strong reducing agent. It will act as a strong reducing agent. Regarding the boiling point of the hydride, phosphine is less than arsine, less than ammonia, less than stibnine. Why the boiling point of ammonia is more than arsine? It is due to the strong intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Now, the next over here is the formation of halides. So, how does the halide formation takes place? Remember, first property was hydrides, next property is the formation of halides. How the halide formation takes place over here? Student, remember, they form the halides of the type MX3, like we may take over here NCl3 and etc. over here. So, second will be the formation of halides. Second property, if we consider, will be the formation of halides. How and why, what kind of halides are formed by the members of this group? They form two kinds of halide. This will either be MX3 or MX5. So, two types of halides are formed by the member of group number 15. They are of the kind MX3 or MX5. These halides, when dissolved in water, if you consider these halides, these when dissolved in water, they may result in the formation of the compounds. So, if we consider the halides of the type MX3, now halides of the type MX3, they are sp3 hybridized with a distorted tetrahedral geometry. So, halides of the type are sp3 hybridized with distorted geometry. So, this is sp3 hybridized. These are sp3 hybridized distorted geometry, or I would say they have a pyramidal shape. So, distorted geometry. This will be having a distorted geometry. In the distorted geometry, this will be pyramidal shape. This over here will be having a shape and this will be a pyramidal shape. When we consider the halides of the type MX5, MX5 type of halide will be having what type of hybridization? sp3 dehybridization. And the geometry over here will be trigonal bipyramidal. What geometry will be present over here? It will be trigonal bipyramidal geometry. So, geometry over here will be a trigonal bipyramidal geometry. Am I clear, student, over here? Now, if we consider the trihalides are hydrolyzed and ease of hydrolysis decreases on moving down the group over here. So, trihalides of the type MX3, they get easily hydrolyzed and ease of hydrolysis decreases on moving down the group. They get easily hydrolyzed. They get easily hydrolyzed and ease of hydrolysis decreases down the group. They get easily hydrolyzed and ease of hydrolysis decreases down the group over here. It decreases down the group over here. So, they get easily hydrolyzed and the ease of hydrolysis decreases down the group over here. Like we take nitrogen trichloride. Nitrogen trichloride, when dissolved in water, it will result in the formation of ammonia molecule. The product obtained will be ammonia molecule and hypochlorous acid will be given out plus HOCl will be given out. Similarly, if we take phosphorus trichloride when dissolved in water, it will result in the formation of phosphorus acid. The product obtained will be phosphorus acid and HCl will be given out over here. I think I shall be very clear over here. So, trihalides get hydrolyzed and form their corresponding acid. Now, you must remember NCl3 will be hydrolyzed easily. The question will be asked, why NF3 is not hydrolyzed? So, it is due to the lack of vacant d orbital with the nitrogen or halogen. Fine. Remember, NF3 is not hydrolyzed. NF3 is not hydrolyzed due to the lack of vacant d orbital. Is not hydrolyzed due to lack of vacant d orbital with nitrogen. Vacant d orbital. Am I clear over here? So they are not hydrolyzed due to the lack of vacant d orbital over here. Fine. PF3 and PF5 are also not hydrolyzed. PF3, phosphorus trifluoride and phosphorus pentafluoride are also not hydrolyzed. Are also not hydrolyzed. They are also not hydrolyzed due to stronger PF bond over here. Due to stronger phosphorus fluorine bond. They are also not hydrolyzed due to stronger phosphorus and fluorine bond over here. Now, basic character of trihalides. If we consider the basic character of trihalides, basic character of trihalides follows the order. It will be nitrogen triiodide. If the halogens are different, will be more as compared to nitrogen tribromide, which again will be more as compared to nitrogen trichloride, which again will be more as compared to nitrogen trifluoride. Am I clear, student, over here? So this is basic character of trihalides over here. Basic character of trihalides over here. Fine. Now remember, all these are Lewis base. Why are the Lewis base? Because nitrogen have a lone pair of electron and they can easily donate their lone pair of electrons. Am I clear? So this is the basic decreasing order of basic character of halides of nitrogen. NF3 in fact. NF3 does not act as a Lewis base. It does not act as Lewis base. NF3 does not act as a Lewis base. Reason? Because in NF3, it donates the pair of electrons. There is no compound, because there is no compound in which it can donate the pair of electron to the other reagent. No compound which can donate the pair of electron to the other reagent over here. I think I shall be very clear. So, trihalides, NF3 is not hydrolyzed due to the lack of vacant d orbital. PF3 and PF5 are also not hydrolyzed due to stronger phosphorus fluorine bond. Regarding the basic character of trihalides of nitrogen, in this case, Ni3 will be stronger base as compared to NBr3, as compared to NCl3, as compared to NF3. Is it clear? Now, trifluoride and trichlorides of phosphorus and antimony are Lewis acid. Trifluoride, trifluorides and trichlorides of phosphorus, trifluoride and trichlorides of phosphorus and antimony are Lewis acid, and antimony are Lewis acid. They are Lewis acid. They are the Lewis acid. Fine. And their acidic strength decreases as. Their acidic strength decreases as. Acidic strength decreases as. In this case, their acidic strength decreases as phosphorus trifluoride will be more acidic as compared to phosphorus trichloride, which will be more acidic as compared to phosphorus tribromide, which again will be more acidic as compared to phosphorus triiodide. Fine. As compared to PI3 over here. Fine. So, this will be the case over here. So over here, the trihalides of this will be PF3 will be more than PCl3, which will be more than PBr3, which will be more than PI3 over here. PCl3 is more than PF3 is more than PCl3, more than PBr3, more than PI3 over here. Then one more thing you must remember. You will be asking why they are the Lewis acid over here. So why this compound act as a Lewis acid? None. Reason is, I think must be very clear. Reason is why they act as a Lewis acid. It is due to electron withdrawing effect of the halogen attached to this compound over here. Just see, they are the Lewis acid. Why are they Lewis acid? Because halogen attached to it are electron withdrawing in nature. So they will be having an electron deficiency. So they can accept the pair of electron and hence they will act as a Lewis acid. So reason is due to electron withdrawing effect of the halogen atom. It is due to electron withdrawing effect of halogen. Electron withdrawing effect of halogen. So it is due to electron withdrawing effect of halogen. They have deficiency, they can accept electron. Phosphorus can accept electron. Phosphorus can accept electron, hence act as Lewis acid. They can accept electron, hence act as a Lewis acid over here. Hence acts as Lewis acid. And hence it will act as a Lewis acid over here. Am I clear? Next will be pentahalides over here. If we consider pentahalides, pentahalides will be of type MX5. First question is, nitrogen does not form pentahalides. Why? Due to absence of vacant orbital. Nitrogen does not form pentahalides. Does not form pentahalides due to absence of vacant orbital. Nitrogen does not form pentahalide due to absence of vacant d orbital. Nitrogen does not form pentahalide due to absence of vacant d orbital. Due to the absence of a vacant d orbital. Now pentahalides of phosphorus will be PCl5. It will dissociate to form PCl3 plus chlorine. Why? Because in PCl5, so it is not stable, I must say. Pentahalides of phosphorus is not stable. It will dissociate to form PCl3 and the chlorine. One more thing you must remember, solid PCl5 is an ionic compound which contain, as a note you must remember, solid PCl5 is an ionic compound. Is an ionic compound. Solid PCl5 is an ionic compound containing, solid PCl5 is an ionic compound containing the octahedral and the tetrahedral structure, containing PCl4 positive and PCl6 negative. PCl6 negative. Here PCl4 has a tetrahedral structure and PCl6 have a octahedral structure. PCl4, this will be having a tetrahedral structure. And PCl6, it will be having octahedral structure. PCl6 will be having a octahedral structure over here. So this is how the halides are to be discussed. So what type of a halide do they form? They form trihalide of the type MX3 and MX5. MX3 are sp3 hybridized pyramidal shape. MX5 is sp3d hybridized and trigonal bipyramidal geometry. Trihalides get easily hydrolyzed. NF3 is not hydrolyzed due to the lack of vacant d orbital. PF3 and PF5 are also not hydrolyzed due to stronger phosphorus fluorine bond. Basic character of trihalide decreases down the group, increases basic character of trihalides of nitrogen. Ni3 will be more than NBr3, NCl3 and NF3. NF3 is not basic in character because it does not act as a Lewis base. Trifluoride and trichlorides of phosphorus and antimony are Lewis acid. Acidic strength decreases as this. Why are they acidic? Because they are attached with the electronegative halogen atom. They withdraw the electron from the phosphorus atom, making it electron deficient, so it can accept the pair of electron, so it acts as a Lewis acid. Then pentahalides are MX5. These are nitrogen from pentahalides, so as to absorb in the vacant d orbital. Now, solid PCl5 is an ionic compound and containing PCl4 positive and PCl6 negative. PCl4 positive is tetrahedral in structure and PCl6 negative will be octahedral structure over here. It will be octahedral structure over here. So, students, today we have discussed with you the two properties, chemical properties of nitrogen. These are trihalides of nitrogen and the hydrides of nitrogen. I hope you must have understood this. Now we will come again and meet in the next lecture, where we will try to discuss the formation of oxides of a nitrogen.